like the greatest thing that happened in this whole recording, and then I won't have it because I didn't buy a pen. Oh, a case! Oh! Now that I'm here, basically recording, back in the day I used to watch a ton of TF2 live commentary stuff, or just random YouTube videos. Angry Video Game Nerd. Still watch Angry Video Game Nerd. I'll still come back to the occasional ye old day video. Just rewatch the classics. Germa is Mad Part 2. The real heaters. Oh man, the reason I'm recording this all right now is because I feel like I'm at a great point in my life to do this again. I recently bought the Adobe Creative subscription. I had that in college, and still, and I'm still in college for Adobe's sake. Making this video to prove that I'm still in college. This is actually a student project. So yeah, anyways, I'm just doing a little TF2 live commentary. Been playing a lot of Xbox lately too, which has been cool. Just getting back into gaming a little bit, which has been nice. And dude, honestly, the fucking Uber Heavy. No one ever expects Uber Heavy. And the medic did push up a little bit too far, I think, probably, and got himself killed. There's only one medic. I might go medic later, honestly. I'm a big proponent lately of being a base medic guy. Where's my? Oh, that's right. You can't swap to any weapons. You have to use the gloves. I really hate this crouching thing. That definitely fucks up my crouching ability big time. That sucks hard. This is why Heavy's so good, is that you can kind of peek these corners real purposely when it comes to getting into an area where there's like a sentry and everything. Hold on. This is gonna be a hard push, especially without any kind of support. We're gonna have to get just like a step back. It's always good. You don't always have to rush in constantly. I feel like that's the biggest thing that people lose when playing TF2, is that they spawn in and immediately are like this pyro just runs right in. There's a reason no one else is running down that little aisle there. And then we're gonna wait for the medic. Here we go. And yep, that's how you TF2 Heavy, baby. No, I remember back in the day, no one did a lot of live commentaries as Heavy, which this is, oh man, I see that the quick charge is really getting me there. But I could not save my medic. That's a shame, but we got the point. That's what matters. At the end of the day, you got the point. That guy didn't. He's dead. And yeah. Again, sometimes in TF2, you got to take a step back. You got to kind of be like, you got to look around and kind of go, wow, my team's not with me right now. Like, I'm all alone over here. And it's kind of funny because I've been playing a lot of Deadlock lately, and it's interesting when the characters will say that out loud. They'll literally just be like, oh man, I'm all alone over here. I should probably go find my teammates. I feel like when you hear that in Deadlock, you gotta hop on a line and get back to your base ASAP and get to a teammate quickly. Like, it's been interesting playing this game again, and playing a Valve design game. That's what's so amazing about that company, is it is truly the apex. Oh man, I hate the crouch thing. I'm gonna pray. Let me praise Valve real quick, but then immediately have a bug that they can't fix. They don't know. This is. Oh, here we go. Nope, it's still fucked. Man, not FPS. My what's it called? My mouse cursor. Was it the word for that? It's got like a weird acronym to it. It's a little high. I hate that modern mouse design. I would pay money to have a mouse that does not do that. I feel like that's a bit. I feel like I'm just swinging. I'm like, holy shit! Like the guys over here throw me off. This feels a lot better. This is how much of a fucking non-gamer I am. I don't like how the crouching's all messed up, man. That's really bothering me. Especially for first time recording, immediately Valve game goes, let me fuck this up for you. Anyways, Valve's one of the greatest game companies to ever exist. Okay, interesting. I wonder, other people are also complaining in the chat that this might be the server. I'm just going to leave and come back. Ooh, new map design too, please. They don't put enough arrows, I find. I don't know. There we go. There's an arrow. I need more arrows. I need more arrows, and like, if you're making a... I feel like Valve should take some of their like community-made maps and just literally go in with like, or tell them like, hey, maybe update some of the stuff, add arrows and stuff. That's what they do with Counter-Strike. It'd be nice if they did that with TF2 a little bit also. I guess my only criticism with this map, I guess, as a guy who's not played it a whole lot too, by the way. I mean, I know T24 and then like Dust Bowl like the back of my hand, but this map I'm still very new to. This is like me. This is me getting back into this game this year. All right, modern game design. One thing nice. Fuck, way to go. I do take that modern game design thing for granted, along with sprinting or dashing. Fuck. I'm playing so much Deadlock. I might record some Deadlock gameplay footage too. I definitely want to record Team Fortress 2 a little bit. I do play Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the video game. I'm one of the 8 people who play that game in the world, but I can't stop. It's a sickness. I have a crippling disability where I have to play the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game. Okay, we gotta lock in now. It's lock-in mode here. We're fucking absolutely tanking this here. You falling to your death was not a pro gamer move, but we're gonna bounce back from this game, and we're already apparently in a box, a death cage essentially. Yep. Let's go, medic. Thank you. Kept me alive there. How did I forget how bad I am at the melee damage in this game. My melee damage game to play is taking a huge hit. I used to be so good with melee damage back in the day on my laptop, but then I don't know what happened. It just all fell apart for me. Yeah, but I've been playing a lot of TF2 a lot. I've been playing Deadlock. I've been playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the video game. That game I will definitely make videos of because I love that game so much, and I feel like it's, you know, as a young struggling YouTuber, as an impoverished YouTuber, we're defending again, right? Yeah, as an impoverished YouTuber, I have to broaden my audience. That's what I have to, like, you know. So then we're gonna do makeup videos. I'm gonna also do Cocomelon reviews. I don't know. Actually, I would, if I do pick up, I would like to make a challenge for myself where I make a single YouTube video a week. Just whatever it is, it has to be a YouTube video, but it has to be once a week. And I wouldn't mind doing like a silly like food bra review bra video or something. That'd be kind of fun. Oh shit. Back it up, 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 back it up. At later videos. I think this video I just want to be kind of an introduction, for really a learning experience for me to figure out how to do this whole YouTube thing if I want to continue doing it. Here's my inventory that some guy wanted to buy something from. I feel like I'm feeling medic gameplay at the moment. I want the crits damage. I want to see people get absolutely mowed down with crits damage. We double wasted both those crits early on. Oh man, that's pretty funny. I'm starting to notice, or I'm starting to feel like what I should do actually for this first video might be to just record gameplay here. Get some audio, maybe? I don't know. I would like to get good enough to doing this where all off the fly. I just have to figure out kind of like how to structure these videos. That's the big thing I'm not sure of. I definitely want to kind of include the parts of me talking about my inspiration for this first video. But yeah, we should talk about TF2. Obviously, duh. I'm making a TF2 video. Yeah, TF2 was a game that I played in high school. That's when I first picked it up. It was basically the first time I got a laptop. And one of the first things I did when I got a laptop was basically just start gaming on it, or try to game on it. I played through Super Meat Boy. The first game I played through on my laptop was Super Meat Boy, and I played it via the keyboard controls on an HP laptop. So you can imagine, like, the arrow keys I was working with, like, holding shift to run. And, but, so the other game I got, because it actually became, like, free a year prior to me getting a laptop, was Team Fortress 2. And, I basically at first ran it on like the absolute lowest settings, and it ran at like 30 frames a second. It was pretty choppy. It was very hard. I was also using like one of those like office laptop or office like mice essentially, like mouses and whatever, no mouse pad. So I was really, it was like a real hardcore gamer setup, but it was the first baby step. Now I'm on like, you know, neon lights, everything's tricked out with the Master Cooler branded, I buy power, you know, Valve, TF2, sponsored by Ubisoft, kind of like computer setup, sure, but TF2 was and at the time it's so interesting. Like in my head, I remember. Like, it's interesting to play this game now because the mentality I had of that game back in the day was such a different experience. I guess I'm now approaching this game at a more like interest in the game design of it, interest in like how some of the mechanics work. But back then, I don't know, it's hard to describe. I guess as a kid, you're playing the game for the love of it, and you don't really understand game design too well. You're just learning it. It's essentially, you know, where you're like figuring that stuff out and trying to apply it to essentially the software that you're using. I really have to use my fucking ult, but I am waiting for somebody who is worthy enough for my ult. You are. But I think a lot of the creative stuff, as of right now, my mindset is doing this creatively as a fun hobby, as a fun little thing. Doing stuff creatively. Trying to get into writing again. Trying to get into, like... Part of me was actually trying to do animation for a hot second. For, like, the first week I bought Adobe Creative Cloud. I was like, let me do an animation. And then that's so hard. Doing animation is, like, so fucking impossibly hard. It's nuts. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to a cartoon camp. It was like a summer camp where we would like be in a school, like an elementary school, and they would like turn one classroom, I kid you not, into a whole video game room. Like it was awesome. It was so cool. Like basically a bunch of PlayStation 2s, Guitar Hero, the N64s, an Xbox. It was just people gaming. Like first thing in the morning, then for like certain parts of the day, kids would just also be like, hey, I don't want to draw cartoons. I just want a game. I just want to be in the game room. And then the people would be like, all right, whatever, as long as you're not getting anyone in trouble. But I was mostly doing I was there for the actual art process of it too. I loved doing creative stuff as a kid. I loved, even in college and high school, doing like creative, especially in high school. I feel like high school was so fun to be creative. It's just so funny because I actually had like a real piece of work for an art teacher in high school at one point. The first few years of high school were, I don't know, my art teachers were always just so interesting in high school. It was always such a bizarre amalgamation. I feel like once you get to high school, your art teacher is just the weird one. It's just, there's no ifs or buts about it. They're just the absolute weirdo of the teaching sphere, I guess, right? I don't think music teachers exist anymore, right? That's not a thing anymore, right? I wouldn't say they're weird, but where did my medic go? Where did he just go? I don't know where he... Hold on, just trying to get your Uber here. Trying to get that Uber. We gotta know where to go. We got nowhere to go. We're doing great. We're actually helping the team, if you think about it, tremendously here. This is quality YouTube content. Hold on, no, medic. No, don't leave me. We're committing to this bit. We're committing to this bit. This is the bit that they don't want you to know about. Okay, didn't even get a guy. Just mowing down a guy in a golf cart, like a little bumper car. Yeah, that's going in the video. That's going in. That's making the cut. I'm gonna go 340. That's fine if I die from it. That was worth it, I think.